Alright, here we are back. We are back into chapter 20. And yeah, this isn't a particularly complicated chapter, but it does have like a big thing about it, and that's the turn limit. If you don't pay attention to the turn limit, you're done. Also, you get Nime in this chapter. She's a helpful support unit. She has Eclipse, she has a heal. Eclipse is actually very helpful to break that wall, for example, because Eclipse does have 99 power against walls. Yeah. We need a powerful lance attack to take care of the Sword River, but we kind of want to stand here with swords also. I think Gonzalez might be just the answer. Yeah, I'm actually just going to play into this. I think it might be for the best. And then I'm going to put Marcus in here. I'm going to trade you the sword, so we don't have any trouble. And I'm going to consume the Goddess Icon for a grand total of 19 luck. The stats on Marcus are actually looking decent now, I'd say. Okay, you actually double, Wendy. Surprising. Alright, that's a level for Wendy. Level 4, I think. No, level 3. Yes, level 3. Strength and luck. Okay. Her stats do leave a little bit to be desired. Like, they are comparable to Marcus, but the disadvantage is she's a general. On this side, a Berserk. Alright, please go for Fa. That would actually be cool. As long as you don't go for Clarine. I don't have the restore on Clarine. I think I brought the barrier instead because I was worried about boltings. Something like that. That was a Sword River, by the way. Didn't remember you being there, but okay. Gonzalez 1 rounds. The promoted guy is also going for Gonzalez, it seems. No, now that I got you out of the way, he might go for Marcus. And then the Silver Sword is actually like a pretty decent pick. Stilax goes for Gonzalez also. No, he might pick Gonzalez just because of damage. Like percentage of damage over HP total. Well, you might get killed if I... yeah. So don't mind if I do. I mean, it's a 25 turn limit. I don't have to play that aggressive, but I do feel like taking care of them at the very beginning is important. Okay. Thankfully, I have like the Wendy support around, so your avoid is good. But yeah, there are the... No, don't. Okay. So what do I do now? And the other thing is the Berserk going on Nime. Yeah, they normally prefer targeting your last deployed unit. And when you get a new unit, it goes... well, you can check the order of deploy here. So Nime is the last one. I think that my mistake the previous time was that Fa wasn't the last deployed unit, so she wasn't a priority. I have different ways of taking care of the Boltons, and I need to pick one now. Option A. Almost ridiculous, but in a way, it doesn't matter that much because I haven't used the warp yet. I just warp someone in there, and I kill all the enemies. It's a pretty good option. Option B. I silence... I mean, I guess I can't kill both, so I can warp someone to kill one, silence the other for one turn. Because for the silence, I'd rather use... yeah, I know what I'm saying. So, storage, we're going to deposit the barrier for now. We're going to remove the warp, still at 5 uses, and I'm going to warp Gonzalez in there. I've never done it this way. I don't tend to like to use warp to send people into inaccessible places, but... yeah, it should work. Anime... okay, I guess a heal and a physic are helpful, and the elixir is helpful in this chapter specifically, so yeah. The silence is 3 uses, and I never get a good opportunity to use it. So, What are my chances? In case they are a bit higher on someone. They are a bit higher on you, so I'll go for this. 79%. Okay. That guy isn't a menace anymore with the bolting. And I can do that or I can do this. I guess with the critical chance I'm a bit better off. Well, I'm going to take care of you. With Dig, lowering your health, possibly critting, and if he doesn't crit, which he doesn't, then it's a Roy kill. A Roy kill that's actually going to be executed from here. Okay, I mean, is it ideal? No, not at all. I actually will use the rapier. Even though it's supposedly valuable. Oh, that's a sword river, okay. I get it. I should have used my lance river. I haven't used it yet and it's there for a reason. What's that the ball? What does the bolting do? Perfect. You go first, meaning you block the entrance for the sword master. Seems you are a bit too fast for me. Bolting goes for Astol with 49 accuracy. Okay. Okay, thank you. Now the other guy is still silenced for a while, so I just need to get lucky there. Okay, another dodge. After he runs out of things. That's good. That's Dayan. He moves to a perfect position to be recruited by Sue immediately. I think he can also be recruited by Roy. He has to survive this chapter, otherwise we are fucked. Please, come on. Okay. Gonzalez actually takes the kill. Oh, it can't be opened in this sense. I thought it could be opened like a door. No, it can be opened. You just have to go into the superior side because it's only one square. Okay. Yeah. I thought so. Then this is the whole idea. Dig, yes, takes care of this side while the doors are being opened by Astol. I might also move Wendy to that side. Just because of supports. I know the Swordmaster might even double because my speed is what, 19? 19 speed and you have 22, so he doesn't get doubled. A critical wouldn't kill. We are actually fine. That guy is weakened, should be okay. Taking care of the bolting, I think it's actually pretty important. There's also Ballista coming later. I mean, not coming later, they are already there. Yes, I'm not in the range yet. I don't know how to deal with the Ballista. I'm not going to use another warp for that, obviously. Have two uses of rescue. I don't know if I want to use one on Gonzalez or if, you know, saving them for chapter 21 or even 23, 24 is important. But well, our caliber, yeah, we just tank. There's a physic that will probably go for the Swordmaster. Yep. And there's a Berserk that might try to go for Nime again. Goes for Dayan because of deployment, but he used up the last use. Okay. So, no more. With a dance, we should actually be able to go through all that health. Right? I mean, I could miss a 70 out of all those, but then I take care of it with Marcus. So it's not a big deal. He's pretty accurate with the lance. A bit of defense is actually really nice, because it might allow you to survive the Ballista. But to be honest, the best way to have you go through the Ballista is probably carrying you. You don't have to worry about reinforcements from the back. For the longest time, I thought there were reinforcements in the back in this map, but no, they were actually just a figment of my imagination. So this is slightly better. The only reinforcements you can get in this map are the ones you get in turn 26. if you fail to do the objective. And obviously that's not going to happen to us. Here I went for a very low weapon just because I'm trying to grind the weapon rank, even though I know it's stupid. Like steel axe isn't particularly good, but okay. Weapon level, there it is. Then I don't have to worry anymore. Here it is. Here it is. The triple S rank. The triple S rank. I've never done the triple S rank before. Perfect. This is what was supposed to happen before Gonzalez. Okay, that guy is like cautiously approaching. But I'll obviously unlock. I'm seeing a lot. I don't know. I feel like the vision in this map is just a lot higher than in other Fog of War-ish maps. So yeah, here I will just try the crit. And if I get one of the 47s, then this guy is dead. I don't, actually. Okay. Well then, thankfully I have a second way of doing this, which is just throwing another caliber and doing all that damage. That works pretty well too. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, and all this is just a matter of providing supports, like in a chain. You don't really get to do anything, but you might be helpful in the left, so just going to move you. I mean, you do provide me a bit of vision, so I guess that's fine. I think I have to... Okay, 5% critical, that's 39 plus 13, that's, yeah, 5 left and you don't get the critical, okay. Then that obviously works. What's my vision now? Okay, I can see now a Lance River and a Silver Sword. Thankfully I didn't go there. The Lance River is a bit scary. That's not very accurate. My most accurate thing here is probably this, so let's just give Sue a dance and go for it. I wonder if the ballista is too much for Fa to handle. I'm actually going to wait a little bit before I risk it. Yeah, this is just a kill for Sue. Very, very well placed critical there, Marcus. Like, that 5% is glorious, probably saved my ass. And Nime also doesn't particularly enjoy being there, so I think Tate is probably a very good option actually. Because I think the ballista might, as we've checked with other enemies, might not be able to see the Delphi shield, so it goes for super effective damage and it just doesn't do a lot. I missed the Silver Sword, but well, doesn't matter that much. And you did go for Tate, but that's a lot scarier than I expected. 20 damage. And 24 on Astor, with 50 accuracy. The critical is lower than I thought, at least. Yeah, like, we shouldn't particularly care. But you have Killing Edge. Okay, I feel like you can rescue Wendy, perfect. Then, and you can go there. Meaning, yeah, that's good. Dayan will rescue, go here, and you will come here. This sort of safe, take this, take Wendy, trade her... Still Lance, that's okay. And I'll drop her there. That way you don't reach, and I'm doing pretty well there, I'd say. I didn't do it. That's a Lance River. I'm stupid, I should have equipped the axe. I didn't gain a lot there, but at least I should be able to attack with other units now. Okay, doubling with the sword and not taking the kill. Okay, could be a kill for someone else. Does the Swordmaster on the chest room move? No. Marcus gets attacked and actually takes a bit in there. You get attacked, Thankfully, you don't get critted, but the damage is pretty high. And then you heal that guy. Okay. I mean, the advance is there. Like, I'm advancing, so I don't have to worry. There's a wall though. The critical will probably happen. Blue gem? Okay. But your damage shouldn't be that high. It's 24, so... I think... it's time for Wendy to tank. For once. If the unpromoted moves first, then having an axe is better. We don't have the risk of the killer ballista. And yeah. And if this was FE7, this would be in Merlin's support. Anyone else? Oh, you too. So the Lance River gets hit. Perfect. Now, I just need to kill you and then go for the Swordmaster. Wodao probably doubles. That's double, but I dodge both attacks, not even the critical. I just dodge. 24 on Astol, hitting again. Okay. There's a 1% of dying, because it's a 50% of hitting, a 2% of critical. It's actually a perfect 1% because 50 is exactly the one number in 2RN that actually tells you the truth. So there goes the Lance River. Now there's only the promo guy. The promo guy is a bit dangerous to face. He's not only a bit dangerous, he has kills now, right? I need a heal urgently. But I can do that. I can do that. You have a lot of magic, so I'm expecting you to get me to 50 something. Yep. And then this guy just doesn't do enough. Okay. Playing it a bit slowly on the chess room, but that's okay. Silver Sword does a lot, but doesn't kill, which is the important thing. And doesn't double either. I had this calculated. Wodao also has the crit. If he gets 2 criticals, I could actually be in trouble with the ballista. Okay. Does the ballista do 6? Good. Prefers to go for a stop. Has a higher hit and crit because of support not being there, but I don't care. And thankfully you miss, so I can go for a Menth on Wendy. It's a 92. Perfect. Sorry to give it to someone else when Wendy has done most of the, the grand work, but I think you'll forgive me considering the circumstances. Unlock Axe River. Okay, that's a fine thing to get. Well, that was a good use of the silver then. Avoiding that confrontation is actually like very important for me. I'm going to heal you. I think that's important. I think you're a bit too low on health now. And I'm going to move you here. What do I see? Okay. So there's some ways to advance now. Okay. You go for Gonzalez. You don't have a chance to kill actually. 15 times 3 doesn't kill. Okay, that's not a critical, so you're out of arrows now. And I can check that there's a longbow sniper on the upper side. Yes, like there is in here, by the way. Meaning I should probably do this before I forget. Draco Shield. Marcus. That's for you. So, it would be great to have the barrier in here. They just don't. Okay then. And you can take this chest. Guiding Ring. Sort of useless now. Like, that's not going to get used by anyone I can think of. You? Like, what? Okay, and everyone in there stays because I'm a bit too scared. Haven't checked the turn for a while now. Haven't checked the turn, but I'm guessing I'm around turn 12 to 14. That would be my guess. Okay, I don't do enough damage at all. Would it be cool for... Okay, no criticals from the Killer Ballista. Nice. Yeah, it only has like 10 critical, but it's still pretty scary. 0. Know what? I like this. I like this. I like this. As long as I don't get hit, there's no way I get killed by a single mage. So Clarine is safe because there's no one else that can reach. Yeah, also there's a door in the middle. I should have thought about that. The guy in here is not a problem. Okay, I mean, I'll take this one. We'll approach slowly. Sleep. That's sort of cool. Better than the silence. It's just like... If you think about it, silence is like a sleep for mages that doesn't slow them, like doesn't force them to stay in place. So it's just worse in a lot of aspects. 22 damage on Dick, but no way you double. In fact, I probably double. Yeah. So you just went into your own death. And I also see a thief. I see a nice thief. He's probably going to try and open that for me. Do I want to steal the lockpick? Not even. Not even. I mean, it could be money. But I think I just want to kill the guy. Open? Open. Perfect. Well. Gravelance use or go for the crit? No critical, it seems. No critical. Do I want to take the kill with Clarine? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's a bit of experience for Clarine. It shouldn't, you know, it doesn't go to waste. And I'm pretty sure that the spot is unreachable for the mage yet. If it is reachable, then I just rescue. It is unreachable. And you just go for an axe reverse, so... I mean, my counter is okay, it's a lance. I think I'll just be waiting here, all the chests have been opened. I should really check the turn. Turn 14, yes, I was turn 12, 13 or so. I'm going to do this. I don't think that Nime is a good target for experience, but just for, you know, for the sake of doing things a bit faster, I will do this. Perfect. Then that means you can reach there, could go for Marcus, who's going to do exactly this. Can I counter after? No. That's what I was afraid of. Yep. So armor goes to Wendy. Unless she gets too critical, she doesn't actually take the kill. She probably doubles. Yeah, I can fit her the kill next, like I'm not going to rob her of this one. And then the mage goes to Marcus. In this chapter, actually, having recruited Kath is very important, because if Kath is not recruited yet, she will be coming like a bit earlier than the other thief and might actually be a bit of trouble to deal with. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, I have like 10 turns to take care of the boss now. And I don't know if any of you noticed, but I brought an armor slayer, so this could be a fuck kill. Ah. I did well. I didn't have to worry. Level 19 for Marcus. Skill. Not great. Not great. He's not being nice. He's not being nice. He knows the stat boosters are coming, so he just doesn't bother anymore. 83, yeah, it's a full level. It's 100 experience on Fa. And a pretty good level. Yeah, I don't know why I always bring her to so many maps. You just don't need to. So, how is it? Chances are pretty good. I'm probably going to wait there because... Oh. Thanks for noticing. You have a full inventory, but I'm sure I have someone with an open space. Yes. That's basically all that Diane has, open spaces. In fact, I steal the Retium. This is important for money. Money means stat boosters. Stat boosters mean power. This beautiful Draco shield is going to be traded to Marcus. Perfect. That's 14 defense on Marcus. Not insane, but you have 16, right? Yeah. I mean, he basically has a tankiness similar to Gonzalez, but with the resistance. So if you look at it that way, it's pretty good. Okay, who has to move yet? Oh, Gonzalez. Sorry to put Gonzalez in that pit in the middle, but... Someone come and defend me. It is all over if I am hurt. So funny that you're actually called Rorts, not Rourke. But yesterday I recorded a Radiant Dawn chapter where the boss was called Rourke. And I referenced this guy, not remembering that, yeah, he was the next one I was supposed to battle. One. A dodge. And yeah, yes. Don't make it longer than it has to be. Oh, wait, be my servant, it's still not too late. Yeah, that's a level 4 Dick. Can it be like a normal level? Alright, I'll take it. Your speed is crazy. I just noticed it's close to the cap. Yeah, I don't know what happened to your growths, but I feel like this is the best incarnation of Dick I'm going to have. Just want to check supports to see if I got anything. Have a support here. No support there yet. And no support there. But I finally can get Wendy Astol, and in a very appropriate map, because they did a lot in this one. Sir Astol. Wendy, beautiful as always. You can't flatter me like that, I understand about your leg. But I still have a lot to tell you. First, about your drinking habits. Oh, damn. No, you're not getting away. You shall behave like a proper Ostian knight from now on. Uh-huh. That's A rank? Well, that's A rank apparently. Maybe not the best, like light and dark might not be crazy supports, but Wendy gets fire on everything because she's fire herself. So a good offensive boost for Wendy, and Astol actually provides some critical avoid and all that. Astol benefits a little bit, but he doesn't really need the supports. He's yes, a convenient unit to position anywhere because 6 movement, decent avoid, kind of fast, and opens chest. As I said, I would love nothing more than to... Actually, I can use Eclipse on you and get a bit of weapon rank. I should have broken the Eclipse here against like different randos, but well, I didn't think that far. Okay, that's like a little bit more of rank, and I could eventually get you to S rank, I guess, if I'm lucky. We conquer. That obviously allowed me to get into chapter 20x, the Bow of the Winds. After not having a lot of trouble with the loss of Sacae, this might be like the next hurdle in the game. And the worst part is that the next hurdle after that is probably chapter 21. And the next after that is chapter 22. And the next after that is chapter 23. So the endgame of FE6 isn't easy by any means. But I do feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun with chapter 21. Anyways, time to go into the Bow of the Winds. Alright, here it is. The last chapter of Sacae. And definitely not the easiest. Look at this Berserk range. Just look at that. I think the guy is supposed to go for Fa because of the order in priority or whatever, I think. But I don't have any guarantees, so I have to be a bit pessimistic about it. And just use Sue here to try and take a kill before the rest move. I'm tempted to start battling you because I kind of remember you. I mean, this silence isn't going to matter. That's why I didn't have any mage on the lower side. So really, it's all about the Berserk, and even if I get Berserk, I could counter. So yeah, I think I'm going to face both Wyvern sides at the same time. I'm also going to have like Marcus, hanging around there. If anyone gets Berserk in here, it's pretty bad. Thunder with Roy in range, and finally a Javelin. A single Javelin I can take. I can counter with the Killer, which is like my highest chance for damage. That's all I can do for now. The start on this map is much more difficult than what comes next, right? Because after you clear the starting wave of enemies, you're actually okay. Just get a crit, okay. So that's one promoted Wyvern out. And enemies are also pretty aggressive. I think this time I might... Oof. Bad level there. We don't really care though. And yeah, I remember the middle one moving. But I think I should be able to do that with my Dancer and everything. Ah! Horrible, because that blocks the Nomad. Okay, this isn't a one-shot, and I definitely don't double. Maybe going for the Excalibur was the play, I don't know. I think the difference is 3 might, so maybe it wouldn't do it. Oh, I provoked you. I didn't see that. Else I would have equipped the Javelin Ardor. Oh no. Okay, and finally here, Silver Bow. Not enough to one-shot. Okay. So maybe it was a bit of a waste. Maybe I should have equipped like the Iron or something. I don't think the Iron killed. Do I double here? No. Well, I was playing the critical then. Okay. The Berserk goes on Klein. Well, that's bad news. Because I obviously don't have anything to do here. Klein goes for Larum with the Brave Bow. Yeah. I'm obviously going to reset for my Dancer. And if that wasn't obvious... Oof. You do 35. You have a Silver Lance. Yeah. Tankiness on Lilina, yes. It's not that crazy. Not a bad deal for Wendy to block this side. If it wasn't for the Nomad, who I kind of have a bit of trouble killing, this would be like really good for me. Gonzalez can actually do an incredible job here. Maybe my bottom right group is a bit too strong. Also, you go for a Berserk on Tate next. Okay, so I don't really get why you go on a Berserk for Tate and sleep on Gonzalez. Alright. So there is some danger in going there. Noted. It's obviously a reset. Okay, I'm trying something different here. I left Fastall. And I'm bringing Nime with a restore. Maybe if I have 2 restores on the 2 most dangerous spots, I will be able to take care of the enemies. Okay. Okay, the start is pretty bad, to be honest. If the nomads from the south are aggressive no matter what did I do here? I think Nime gets doubled. I think this was stupid. Okay. Time for a quick reset. Alright, please. You move. I should have. Maybe Gonzalez is needed there after all, because now there's a very dangerous enemy floating in the middle. Well, Gonzalez is also helpful here. I mean, I have Dick and I have Clarine. I should be okay. Right? Some hand axes, a bit of Lombo, a bit of Marcus missing. Okay, my hit isn't great. And I miss both. I'm concerned about that. Okay, so they do move anyway. No matter what, they move. Bruh. Getting hit by a 12. It's a kill for fat, that's clear. Where's the Berserk going, I guess? That's my main concern now. At least I can get the kill here. If the Nomad doesn't do anything stupid, I could also go for the other guy. Oh, no. And you go for Clarine. Why? There's no way that Clarine is the best target for that. I'm going to reset already, to be honest. Knowing these guys come from the south, immediately I need more people to tank. And this is absolutely horrible. Like, this is the worst fucking thing to ever happen. So that's great. I don't know if this is going to work, but whatever. Please dodge. Please crit. Please crit. Oh, fuck you, Gonzalez. And now you're exposed to a counter in the next turn. Shorebow going for Tate. They don't see the Delphi Shield. They don't see the Delphi Shield. I have to remember this for the future. Like, for future runs. And I think I don't get doubles naturally. I think Tate has like 21 speed or so. And they have like 23, 24, so. And he goes for Nime. He goes for Nime because he's just a fucking piece of shit. And he sleeps Wendy too, because Pain is... Yeah, I mean, might as well reset, honestly. Like, Berserk Nime is just going to suicide into any and all enemies coming. Berserk from the beginning is just a guarantee to get killed. Also, you go for Clarine. Yeah, he goes for the restores. He goes for the restores. The AI is actually so fucking evil that it goes for the restores. Which gives me a different plan. I actually have a different plan now. If you're going for the restores, I need to have both restores together. I'm actually like really scared for the Wendy group now, but it's all I can do. So I know your hit is probably the same to reach here. More or less you can hit around there. So I'm going to use Clarine as a bait while providing support to Dick. And I'm also going to have Nime there. All my mages are here. That's not great. So the gods of the RNG are favorable. They could be very favorable if they allow me to kill both of those guys, like everyone except the Nomad on the upper side. So can I get my 31 critical? Can I dodge this first of all? Because it's sort of important. Okay. And do I double? Yes, okay. Then I don't have to worry. It's a nomad I want to crit. I have like one turn of leeway. If you want to see it that way. Go here. I don't double, so no critical. That's unfortunate. I think I can still trick him into going for Tate. So we might be fine. And 20 times 2. Not missing a 96, thankfully. If I repeat this chapter for a long time, we might eventually miss it. Or get hit by this 20 or something like that. RNG is not going to be exactly the same, obviously. But well. Yeah, those nomads on the upper left are just a big fucking problem. And you go for Clarín. You go for Clarín. But you don't know that you're a stupid fucking dumbass. Because I actually... Why are two nomads here? Wait, this isn't good. We restore Clarín. I hate Sacae. I hate this chapter so much. I hate it more than the loss of Sacae. That's clear to me now. And you're just evil. You're just evil. Oh no, I don't double now. Why? Why? Why though? Why? What necessity is there for... Whatever. Okay. Don't miss any of these 87s or I'm absolutely fucking cooked. Feeling okay? Thank you. Then, I mean, I didn't check the speed on this guy. It's 22. I don't think I get double 6 constitution to wait. Thank God for Anima waiting absolutely nothing in this game. I'll rescue you. We go here. And then I will take and release there. That's okay. That's safe. A bit short of damage. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe with a... Can you use the silver? No, you can't use the silver. That's why I didn't give you the silver. No way I double with a sword. I double with a sword, okay. Okay, that makes it doable then. I'm considering like a very weird move here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is river. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do something that is going to seem stupid, but actually makes some sort of sense. Even if Klein doesn't have counter, rescuing and dropping on the same turn can be valuable if you do stuff like this. So I'll take you and I'll drop you here with an iron sword, and that way I'm blocking you from moving. You can only reach through there, meaning this is a good position for Wendy to just stay, right? Just stay. Okay, Fa takes the kill with a critical. Please save those criticals for the moment it matters. I've been playing for 50 minutes now, and I didn't get a good turn 1, so I really have advanced nothing at all. Great. Yes, love it. Okay. Very good. Actually, luring enemies to go for this group is probably okay. I'm going to do that. And finally, I'm going to rescue here. I think this should be fine. Has to move? Oh, Merlin. Merlinus. I'm not going to give up on bringing Merlinus to this map. I know it's stupid, but... I mean, bringing Marcus to a certain degree is also stupid. Okay, the short bow. Where did you reach from? Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see you there. Still sword, probably doubling. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean, I must have an elixir around or something, so if I heal, that means Klein doesn't get killed. Also, we saw that Klein with a brave bow is like a pretty good start against that guy. 19 damage and 35 to take the kill. Okay. Dick missing the counter doesn't change anything. Like, not being able to double, I mean. Missing the counter, what the fuck am I saying? Can you double this guy? Yeah. Not that it does anything, but we could go for like a killing edge now, because he's on the river. And you Berserk Gonzalez. I was about to say it before. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot about the sleep. We are truly royally fucked here then. Okay, then we can try. 2 chances to get the critical. Okay, chance 1 didn't work. That's a level 48. Get some speed maybe? Okay, that's 23 speed. Please tell me you have 22 speed. You're a speedy one. Worst part is I'm getting slept on the next turn probably, so I don't think this is even going to matter. Like this guy, I mean, he just sees Wendy, so he might insist on attacking Wendy. No critical. I just had to try. You can do something to Wendy, but you're the only one that can. In fact, I think you're forced to go for the sword because... Nah, you prefer attacking from range even if it doesn't kill. Well, that's 16, that's 10... I need a critical. No critical. 2 chances to get the 29% and I don't get it. Well, that's it then. Okay, went for something slightly risky. Storage, deposit, the recover for now, and we are going to remove the sleep. 100%. Okay. Alright. Barely scraping by, but it works. Gonzalez, you're going to have to pull this through. That's basically my... Yeah. And then I'm going to release Fa here. We are like coming together. And I'm actually... I just have to take this kill. This is also sort of beneficial for me. Because by putting Clarin and Nime once again close here in the middle, I should use up the last use of Restore. That's weapon level increase, so I can finally use the Thunder. Should really go for... I should have moved Roy first. Okay. Thankfully I don't get punished. But Roy provides like 20 hit to Lilina or something crazy. I should always approach with Roy. That's... you have cut magic, right? Yeah, so your growths from now on are going to be a bit more disappointing. I'd love to get some speed. That's like my main complaint right now, I guess. Okay. You're just going to advance. Gonzalez is going to keep killing nomads. Honestly, he's probably going to do something similar to what I would like him to do. So yeah. Shouldn't matter. They will go for bows. He will go for a kill on his own turn. The problem, obviously, keeping him healthy. And you're promoted too. Why are you here? Well, you don't double Wendy. Interesting. Give me strength. Give me defense. Not bad. Going for Nime. Okay. I basically cracked the... Yeah, you did the sleep date. Well, the units in the middle are going to do absolutely nothing, so that's why it's important for Dick to be able to get here, because this is just a snooze fest. Eventually someone will wake up, and until then I just have to make sure that they go for Wendy. Oh, I forgot about Marcus. Okay. I mean, you can do that. You could... You know, I'm getting Marcus into a battle that probably doesn't need to happen. I'm going to equip a Still Lance so that I'm a desirable target for this guy. Because he will... Oh, we'll go for a Sword River. Well, you don't have any legendary weapons, so you won't be breaking relevant things. And finally, I have the Dancer here. Yes, move. Oh, that's absolutely fucking great. Okay. He's taking care of the promoted, and there's still some nomads for him to kill. Berserk lasts for 4 turns. I think he has already gone through 2 of them. So he's going to be entertained by the nomads for the remaining 2 turns. And then the Berserk will pass, and there's no replacement. I guess that's a strategy, right? You get Berserk with a unit that is so strong that he doesn't fucking care. I had a Handex. Okay, then. Sue about to get the Mulagir, by the way, at the end of this chapter. Mulagir on Sue is going to be crazy, because she just lacks a little bit of damage, and with the Mulagir she gets effective damage and also basically 32 speed, which is just able to double anything and everything. I'll trade you the bow, no problem. Perfect. Now I could try and lure the Nomad. Is that a good idea? Because as I said, the Nomad probably prefers any alternative over Wendy. I'm going to do it because I have a Dancer, so I should always be able to go for it. Right, with this hand axe, I'll counter with you. I can attack close or long range, it doesn't really matter. Also, this is going to pass in 2 more turns, okay. Yeah, well, there's only Wendy left. Obviously the right idea here is to go for the... Do I want the Javelin? Yeah, I want the Javelin. And take the kill, please. Fuck. Pretty bad. Okay. I tried. He does go for Marcus. He goes for proximity, and Marcus is just 1 square closer to the boss. Obviously, him going for a druid boss on a throne that probably has a Nosfera to equip would have meant death. But now I can just wait for Gonzalez to, you know, stop being a crazy guy. Okay. I don't want to break the Javelin either. Especially because they'll start going for the bow, and that I just don't like. Alright, a good counter by Sue, not actually a kill, surprisingly. I could kill here. Finally, another promoted down. The reinforcements from the huts, whenever you pick the wrong place, are actually not that scary. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I can now go for anything that kills. This is a bunch of experience for Wendy. I can do the Javelin, but I sort of want to just go for this. He didn't actually go for Dick, curiously enough. So yeah, now I can even feed kills to some other people probably. Level 5 for Wendy with strength and with speed. 15, 17. Okay, not complaining there. No one uses staves on chapter 21. On chapter 22 there are some of those, and I should definitely bring like a healer to be able to avoid the berserks, but that's about it. Okay, and now I just need to avoid you. Alright. Merlinus saving my ass once again, by the way, because you did say that being able to take the sleep out of the convoy was actually essential to get the win there. Now it's been like 2 very nomad heavy chapters that Merlinus has saved me from. I don't think he's worth deploying. Let me just make that clear. Obviously, having an actually good unit here would be much better than just having Merlinus for all this. I do think it's very nice of them to give you Nime just before you face all these, you know, enemy staves. And you go for Nime with the sleep because you just hate fun. Are you going to miss any stave today? Yes. First stave you miss. First staff, sorry. My plurals, they aren't that good. Okay, you can cross the river. Oh, okay. I need something a bit stronger. I could even wait for like Fa to get here or something stupid, but I don't think there's a point. Especially because Fa has to go through the nomads in the middle, and the idea is to face the nomads in the middle with this group too. Okay. Maybe the thing that hurts me the most about Tate is the hits. Her hit, yes, isn't great, and it's not because of her, it's because the spears are not that accurate. And when she goes for swords, the damage, yes, isn't great. Also, her speed is borderline good, but not incredibly good. I think I understand why people don't love her. She's just like... she's okay. In a lot of aspects, she's okay, but she's like a middling unit. Are Gonzalez and Sue enough to take down one of the bosses in this chapter? Or is that asking for too much? For example, here. Shortbow and silver. How strong is the shortbow? It's scary, it's very accurate. Yeah, I think that's a bit too much. How about Gonzalez? How does he do against this guy? I mean, for this being like the Fenrir, like the highest tome ever, I don't dislike it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, how is it? It's 24 times 2, so I do have enough damage. It's just the hit. Okay, you do hit me. Okay, that's a boss. That's a boss defeated by Gonzalez alone. And it's a bunch of experience for Gonzalez, so yeah. I'll try and give... oh... first blank level? I think it is. I think even Marcus didn't get a blank level. First blank level, and it has to be Gonzalez, who has like incredible growths. I'm probably sitting on the throne. He has to get the passive health recovery. Do I double here? I do, but I miss both 65s. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm pretty happy with the result in this map. Could be a Wendy kill if I hit both 50-somethings. 253s, it's not crazy. It was like a bit higher than... let's say it was like around the 30% of getting both. You're going to go there. Because maybe... no, you prefer to go for Lilina. You see the damage, you don't see the counter. You don't see that the counter is devastating for you. That's okay. I'm fine with it. The Lance River doesn't do a lot. Do I... no, it's not heavy. I thought maybe it could weight you down a little bit and then I double. I don't. Also, how is this? That's horrible. And this is... that's actually very okay. That's actually really okay. I'll go for a longbow. provide a bit of damage. I actually get a level from that. I don't think Klein is going to be able to get any other boss kill. Resistance isn't crazy, but does help, I guess. And then I'll go for this. You have the Fenrir, so it's not like you recover health. I survive 2 attacks. This is the sleep guy. He did make my life a bit complicated, so we want to kill him. Let me see. Now, that's the crit. Fuck. Okay, eventually I will get it, so I'm not too scared. How about here? That's a death boss. Okay. So I'll level up for Tate, a bit of speed I like. You know, to kind of compensate. We're getting victory music because there's only 4 bosses. And there goes the silence, as I thought. Doesn't hit. Great. I'm going to give you the forest that Marcus is standing on. And I think I'm going to start moving Gonzalez because, you know, he can move through anything. So I don't want to take that because I would like to have my units available, you know, before I go for a throne. Because the throne spawns reinforcements. So yeah, I just need to have people around. They recover a lot of health. 5 health, meaning you'll have like 50 something health, is absurd. No critical yet. I mean, the chances are sort of low, but even so. Level 18, by the way. I mean, I think I promoted you pretty early, so you have been working on that for a while now, but this is still crazy that you were able to get to level 18 when the focus, that is Marcus, is level 19, so there's only 1 level of difference. Yeah, I mean, we try the crit again. Finally. Get the fuck out, okay. Obviously, not the turn to conquer, but I'm actually going to start in here with Kudoka, because he gave me a lot of trouble. Okay, Roy. Is this the throne? I wouldn't be mad. Nah. They fell into the trap, get them now. Okay. So yeah, that's a bunch of enemies. Some steel swords, a Nosferatu, 2 short bows, and a flux. Okay. It's not crazy, but we should be able to deal with them. If I hit both, that's a kill. If I don't, then I hit both. Okay. Brave Lance is one of those weapons that I tend to keep too much, and then by the end of the game it's like, yeah, this has a lot of uses still, 20 uses. I'm never going to completely consume it, and that would be a shame. Hit in here is like very bad on you. You actually have more avoid than Marcus. Still get hit, so it's a shame. In fact, I can even try and go for multiple kills. I can give her this guy and also the mage. Yes, you know, right next to us. Yeah, it's not a lot of experience, but it's enough to probably get 2 levels. Not getting so lucky with the speed anymore, but it's still pretty good. 8 speed is pretty fine. So can I like do damage but not a lot? That's a bit less than not a lot. It's like nothing at all. Okay. Once again, Marcus is perfect for feeding kills. He has been doing it since chapter 1, so he should know. The fact that, you know, in this game, late game units are weak enough for Marcus to actually one round, like, because if he chooses to use something like, I don't know, an Iron Lance, or he probably can one round, but he decides not to do it. Now watch Fa have a bit less than 100 hit and actually miss. No, it's 100. And it's also 30 damage. Okay. It's also a critical. It's 90 damage taken by you. That is a level. That is a level. Alright. Some more speed. 9 already. We want one more. One more, and I think 13 is the speed for mannequins on the late game, and that way you don't get doubled. Luck is also doing pretty well, so you shouldn't get critted by them. Next throne. Please? No luck. They fell into the trap. Just don't make it the last one, please. You know, in terms of experience, it's cool and all, but in terms of wasting my time, I don't want that to happen. Okay, can you one-shot? You can one-shot now, because of your strength levels. Perfect. Easier way of feeding fat kills. This isn't a level, actually. No, it is a level. It's a level. She's still getting a lot of experience. They are level 18. That's perfect. That's 10 speed. I'm pretty sure now even endgame mana kits have 13 speed, so they don't double. Of course, getting you to 18 speed is crazy, because then you... No, not 18. 17. Because then you can double any mana kit at all, but we are not aiming for that. It's a bit too much. Alright, my dancer is a bit far away, but I'm going to check anyway. Third? We're already reaching like 50%. There it is. The third one, and actually the first boss I killed. The boss I killed with Gonzalez. Okay. We get the Murgre. The Murglies, the Mulagir. The amount of names this bow has is, you know, impossible to count. And a bit of Guinevere music there, Princess of Fate, because obviously she's telling us the sad story of her relationship with Zephiel and how important it is that even though she loves him, we stop him. So we are now going for burn. Okay. Yeah, just what I said during the chapter. The start is horrible. The chapter itself is not that difficult, but the start is horrible. If I ever play an Iron Man of this game, the only way I'm going to Sacae is if Ilya can't give me the good ending. Like if I lost Thaini, if I lost Zealot, then I know I'm losing on the good ending. So in that case, I wouldn't go Ilya. That's the only way I'm picking Sacae, because I don't think Sacae is that horribly difficult. I just think there's a lot of very unreliable strategies involved. So because everything is unreliable, normally the best way to beat something is by trying out the stuff and resetting and such. Well, maybe if I was using like the best of the best in terms of units, I would be doing better. They still have some very strong fighters in my team, like Dick, like Gonzalez, who has proven to be incredible by, just casually being berserked and killing like 4 enemies in the process and not caring for the attacks they are doing to him. I'm not a big Sacae fan, but I still think, it's still a physics, so it's still great. I just prefer Ilya a little bit more. I really like Juno. I will probably, I'm not promising anything, but I will probably release a video tomorrow. It should be released on Wednesday, so I'm talking about a video on Thursday explaining the shopping and the Marcus Maxing I'm going to be doing. Probably have to pull out like some calcs, like an Excel sheet or something, and with that see like how much money I need, how many inventory slots I have to leave open, if I want to buy anything else in there, like if I want to have an excess of stat boosters after Marcus to maybe give boots to some other people, that type of stuff. So because I think it's going to be interesting. I've never tried to actively calculate how many spaces and how many things I need from the shop. I'm going to do that on a separate video, which I hope you enjoy. And I'm probably going to include it in this series too, like in the playlist, just because I think it's interesting. Yeah. Next, we'll play Chapter 21, and I think we'll be playing Chapter 21X too. Not because of anything particular. I do think Chapter 21 is long enough and complicated enough to deserve its own part. But I don't want to start the Chapter 22 part with a guidance just before. So it's going to be 21, 21X, then probably 22 as a standalone, and finally all the way from Ghost of Bern to the endgame. Yeah. So the series should be finishing next week. Hope you're enjoying it though. If you are, then consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.